Oh, hello! Welcome back, everyone, to Black Ice. This time we'll take out Turkey. At least, first off, we'll take out Turkey. Maybe something else will happen soon. So let's see if the AI is suicidal once again. No, they aren't. So they're actually not attacking. We were gonna have to make our first move. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. Because you're not in the war, even though I did call in allies. Oh well. Good. So now you're both in the war and the Turkish army will suicide. I really wish that the AI was not so damn aggressive sometimes. Although it seems like they've actually stopped. Well, that's not something I expected. Yeah, that's a big army. Thankfully it only faces one province. And yeah, you will go for Istanbul, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut them off from Istanbul. There is no land bridge at Gallipoli, so we can just simply occupy them with a frontal assault while our other troops cut off their access to the rest of the mainland Turkey, which should be pretty much the end of the Turkish army now. Will it be? Well, their troops seem to be quite decent, but they are losing. They are losing pretty hard, probably because of our general? I do not know. Actually, we've broken them in the center. And of course, we have a research slot available. Good. So that was the industry one. Well, I will actually start to get some workshops. Those sound pretty good. There we are. That works, kind of. I hope. Let's see if we can take Izmir from the other side of the strait. No, we cannot. That is pretty weird. Really now? We've called in the Kingdom of Iran. What kind of nonsense is that? Hold the fort. Bridges and assault boats. That sounds very useful. But not now. Let's go for the hospitals first. It seems like you've formed a faction now, have you? Have you decided about pact? And oh, well, it's pretty much the entire Middle East we're gonna have to fight for then. Oh well. Guess we're gonna have a lot more puppets when this is over. And yeah, they're calling in everybody, of course. Istanbul is about to be ours. So that is exactly what we want to see. If we can take this, they're going to be trapped. And they're not going to be able to really do too much about all of what is happening. And our forces will start to reach Anatolia, hopefully. Let's see if this two divisions... Yeah, they can take down the Turks, can they? Oh well, at least occupy them. And they've reinforced. Let's see if our cavalry has it in them. They do not. That is unfortunate. Let's try to take this stretch of land. At least this is forcing them to come in away from Istanbul, although the state of our intelligence is actually pretty terrible, it seems. But we've gotten on the other side, so let's see if we can reach over here. Of course, one of you should defend area. The others will join up. No, 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 no. I really dislike that mechanic. Anyway, yeah, I'll try to reach the other side of the straits so that they do not have supplies either way. And that should be doable. If the Turkish Navy does not intercept my crossing, which they do not appear to be. That's pretty great. Now the march is going to take a heck of a long time because of mountains, so that is not exactly the most fun option. This is plains, this is hills, mountains again. Yeah, overall, once we reach Bursa, we're going to be in a good supply situation. Let's see. I'm going to drive in some attacks. Like this. Damn, our cavalry didn't last very long in the attack, actually. Of course, we bypassed the blood agreement because there's no need. And we can either go army maneuvers or establish the air force. I'm going to go with the army, so that we get more land doctrine research. That is the point. And wow, we've actually been repulsed. That is not what I expected. Also down in... That is not good. We need to be able to recapture the crossing point. And once we are back into the mainland, we need to go ahead and rescue our... Oh, thanks, Venezuela. To go ahead and rescue our other troops so that they do not get surrounded in any kind of way. Come on. This should be doable, and once we have that under control, we'll be in a good shape, I think. And we have also managed to capture Gallipoli. Good. So this is kind of tightening the noose around the last remaining pockets of Turkish resistance on our side of the Straits in Europe. And of course, somehow, they have managed to cut us off, even though we were right there when it came to progress on making it to the next province. So I have absolutely no idea how that happened, but it does not make me happier. Not fucking at all. It's just always one of those AI dark arts of always somehow getting to a province before you, despite you clearly being ahead. Not salty at all. And I could produce MGs because, you know, and flamethrowers because, you know, why would you include all of that in infantry equipment? Love black ice. What are we lacking in? Or rather, what are we... Yeah, we've got way too many field uniforms. We have too much of an abundance in field uniforms. Yeah, just one factory on that. And then on cavalry equipment. So, cavalry equipment, just one factory on that. Damn it, why only one factory on everything? Mountain warfare equipment, one factory. Let's see, tankettes, light armor, motorcycle recon. Recon equipment. That's way too much recon equipment. Only one factory on recon equipment. Damn, there's some equipments that produce way too quickly, it seems. Field uniforms, HQ equipment, but we need HQ equipment. It's actually quite important to keep that up at high levels. Horse artillery transport. Only one factory on that. I am at a loss. Artillery trucks. One factory. What about support equipment? Yeah, damn. The support equipment production is so slow. Look at that. There's 8 factories on it, and we only produce 12 per day. That's pretty ridiculous. Whereas recon infantry, for example, one factory produces 33. So that is a very interesting arrangement, I would say. How about we produce less staff cars? Yeah, that should jump up production for flamethrower teams and HMG teams. And that, yeah, of course. Anyway, let's try to advance further up the... Oh, I don't care. Further up. Good. So we're getting more advances in. Let's see, is Istanbul ripe for the taking? No, it isn't. Also because urban terrain is just evil. yeah, our second front down here may have not done too much when it comes to taking down Turkish forces. In fact, it has made us much weaker by losing a few troops ourselves, but it has distracted the Turkish AI, so now they're redeploying tons of troops away from Europe and into Anatolia, which means that we can easily run them over in Europe and then transfer this entire army to Anatolia. So just made themselves a whole heck of a lot weaker. You're going to be the Istanbul garrison, by the way. 28th Infantry Division. Very, very much needed in duties. Good. Also, it looks like our invasion forces are finally secure. Can we get across? We might not be able to get across, actually. Right, because they still have tons of troops around. Well, do we have naval superiority? No, we don't. Looks like the Greek fleet lost. Well, I don't really care about that. We are going to reinforce. No. You're going to do that. And then everybody else is going to be on that. I wonder if we have the supply capacity. No, we don't. But we should be able to at least surprise the heck out of them and gain the supply capacity before anything too bad happens. While the Greek Navy hasn't exactly won the fight for the Aegean Sea, it seems like at least there's only one ship for the Turkish, so they're not going to be able to stop 11 of our divisions crossing. You're going to still be busying up the 7th Infantry Division while... ah, damn it. They've come up with reinforcements. In fact, we may need to retreat, because this division, or rather this group of 3 divisions, is really having trouble. So yeah, there's only one battlecruiser trying to sink us, and it's doing an excellent job. So it managed to sink a whole load of transports and destroy pretty much the entire 5th Infantry Division. But at least our other troops have managed to make it ashore, and so now they're going to be able to smash through a little bit. Let's get artillery workshops. Munitions workshops are very good. And let's get a couple of uniform factories while we're at it. I think that uniform factories decrease, or rather increase unit recovery rate, which is of course very useful. And what about the supply situation? It is very, very much against us. But with our additional troop count in the area, we should be able to... we might actually be able to cross too. Anyway, we should be able to break through the Turkish lines and get across. Or at least defend ourselves in a much better way. We're actually going to be able to get across the straits somehow. So yes, this additional redeployment of forces was actually very, very successful because it prompted a whole heck of a lot of Turks to move into the area, and now we have a much better chance of getting across here. And we did. Excellent. So now we're in Anatolia fully with our main armies, and there's not going to be any way that they throw us back from here, so that is of course what we wanted to see. We're out of manpower actually. Can we increase the manpowers? Yes. We can do it that way, or we could do a 1-year draft. What about the 1-year draft? Yeah, I think that's very, very good. Although, decreases division organization, whereas this one doesn't. It's only 1%, however. Only 1% now. 2-year draft. Oh, 2-year draft actually goes back and improves division organization and recovery rate, so let's do the 2-year draft. Good. Good, good, good. So that is what we want to see. Now we have... wait. What? It didn't actually increase the manpower that we have. 4% recruitable population as opposed to 1%. Guess it's bugged. Thanks, game. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Hungarian Obama. Can we break through the plains? No, we cannot. That is really annoying. But we can break through in the south, and we can break through in the choke point. Good. Eventually the Turks are going to run out of equipment. I can actually not see their strength bars, which is incredibly aggravating. Because usually I do rely on that quite a bit. To see how my opponents are faring. But, as it appears, we can't. Which is kind of annoying. But for example, we can see it from here that they're starting to lose out on the equipment situation. So that is of course when the AI really falters, because they attack so much and they produce way less efficiently than you do, despite the fact that they have, you know, bonuses towards production. That at some point they just can't reinforce their troops anymore. Which is kind of the same thing that's happening to us because of that annoying manpower situation. So we're gonna have to deal with that somehow. However, we can attack Izmir with these extra forces on the other side. So we have a lot of attacks in various different locations. We're not gonna be able to break through now, are we? That is sad. We are eventually going to break the Turks. Also because it seems like the Greeks are starting to pull in units to support us. Your Stockholm Syndrome is very, very good, Greece. Of course, Greece has a core on Istanbul. So them getting the control of Istanbul is actually helping us out by adding a ton of recruitable pop to Greece. Okay, good. So we have managed to take the port. Now we're advancing towards that. Dusce, whatever. And it's ours. Good. We're also pushing up in the highlands. And once we gain a better footing and we reconnect these two parts, the supply issues that are plaguing my army up here will be gone. So that is my ultimate objective, uniting these two forces and then trying to reach Ankara and at least capitulate the Turks, maybe. What are we lacking? Infantry. You know. Well, more factories towards that. Pretty simple solution to a pretty simple problem. Good. So, yeah, that actually decreases division attrition. That is very useful, because as you can see, I'm already taking attrition from bad supplies, and that's not very good. So I guess we can build a few more of these. Than one in Slavonia. Just to decrease our attrition a little bit further. And of course Japan's doing its own thing, declaring war on the warlords. This is not a good situation overall, I would say. So we're very close to taking Bursa. But we're getting pushed back. That is not good at all. We need the infantry up there to provide support for the defenses. Let's see, can we take you on? Yeah, we can. We can take some territory, and we can take Bursa, which is much better because it's a city and it's in the mountains. Excellent defensive position overall. So what this is going to allow us to do is flank this river, which was preventing our troops over here from taking out these divisions and connecting ourselves. And we're also about to expand the bridgehead up here. Great. Mobile focus or home defense. This is grand battle plan. Not very useful. I guess we're gonna go for mobile focus then. Even better. Want to be mobile. In fact, it seems like Ankara might be open to us. That would be quite useful. Now, I wonder where the Iranians and the Iraqis are, as they're supposed to be in the same faction as Turkey. Well, the Iranians only have 3 divisions, the Iraqis have 2, and Afghanistan has 9. So Afghanistan is actually the strongest of these 3, somehow. Okay, excellent. Bursa is ours in a pretty permanent way, it seems. Let's see if we can take down these 2 divisions. We can. Excellent. That is what I like to see. So we're also gaining some manpower somehow. Oh damn. We need to pour in more men at the connecting province, because the Turks are trying to take it. And right now we're still advancing towards Ankara, but unfortunately some Turkish counterattacks coming in from the west, forcing our men to stop right outside the gates of the capital. That is kind of unfortunate, but we have more forces coming through overall. Let's see if we can't cross this river from the other flank. Now, the low supplies are really hurting us in this vicinity. Why are you not stopping? Let's see. How many troops do they have in Izmir? That's a lot of men. Well, I need you to stop attacking. I need you to stop attacking. I need you to stop attacking. Stop! See, I'm just like fucking... Why? Why does the hold button not work? I have no idea. Oh well, we are in not the best position ever. What about the naval? Yeah, they still have naval superiority with that battle cruiser roaming around. Being incredibly annoying. We need to recapture Bursa as early as we can. In fact, who's attacking there? I'm guessing the Greeks. Well, the Greeks aren't being very useful, as always. Of course, Italy joins the Axis. That is nothing that concerns us. Let's increase that population bracket. That increased our population. Very good. So what that means is that we can start to reinforce our troops a little bit more than we used to. Yeah, that is way too many infantry divisions in the province. So this whole bridgehead is actually not having the best of times. However, where we are gaining some more successes is the south. So level 6, less attrition, that is fine. And unfortunately we can't break these guys. Apparently they actually have an air force. Wow, that is a lot of support planes. Well, now that we can put our guys in Istanbul airfield, or actually Izmir airfield seems to be a little bit closer. Although there's a bit of a problem with that, the supplies, as you just heard. So no, Istanbul airfield should be able to contest the skies a little bit more. Yeah, what's really surprising is that we're losing up here now. Because of this, we're going to transfer 5 divisions from this front, where they're basically worthless, back up to the main area, main front. which should help out the situation not only when it comes to the supplies in our pocket, but also by providing more forces for the breakthrough towards Ankara and Bursa. Of course, the battlecruiser's back in black, and yeah. Well, disband. So instead of 5 divisions, we're going to be transferring 4 divisions, it seems. Are we still recruiting new units? Yes, we are, but we're having trouble with some equipment. What equipment? HMG teams. Wow, thanks. We are producing, however, HMG teams. Not as fast as I would like. Still producing them, though, which is fine. So we're now shifting to a defensive focus in the west and trying to break through in the east. However, the Turks are surprisingly resilient, despite the fact that at some point they're going to be running out of equipment. Hopefully. Especially attacking into some well-fortified positions shouldn't go all that well for them. Now I'm going to actually... Where did my 5 divisions go? Are they actually in here? Because it feels like there's not a lot of men in this pocket, but oh well. Improved infantry equipment, that is good. Let's research that. So this should improve our army overall. Still, I am quite confused. Where are our troops? It is kind of strange. More HQ radios, please. I'm going to attack in more places. So that the enemy have more things to deal with. And that's what usually the AI is not good at doing. Come on. See, this is what I dislike. They never stop when I tell them to. So they end up pretty much always. You know, I should have actually taken the other one. Damn it. I should have taken the support doctrine. Oh well, that's fine. Ooh. Wow. Okay, I didn't know. Didn't know that would be so easy. Pretty sure the combat system is like fully broken sometimes. Because that was like impossible to take before. And it's not like there's different divisions. There was a Mountaineer division earlier on too. So we're about to recapture Bursa. Very good. We're also pushing up north, just distracting them with the cavalry. However, in the south we're having some problems. Let's try a counterattack. Oh, come on. Really now? Yeah, now they've pulled in an infantry division, which is incredibly annoying. Let's try to help out with the other divisions. That does improve things a lot. The Republic of China and Japan have signed a white peace. Oh, the Soviet Republic of China. Really now? A white peace? How? How exactly? I have no clue. Anyway, so of course the reorganized Republic of China, headed by, of course, our good friend Wang Jingwei, is gonna have an easy time. Because, you know, Japan seems to have completely demolished all of the regular Chinese. It's trying to just fight the warlords. But, hey, nothing is going to come of that. The Soviet Union seems to be taking anti-capitalist diplomacy, so we need to speed up the operations in Turkey and head for Iran as quickly as possible before the Soviets get their southern thrust national focus, which should be down in here, where they gain war goals on Iraq and Iran. And I think I'm gonna end it right now. We have crossed into Anatolia, and we're trying to take down the Turks. Let's actually just try to unify these two fronts. That will be a very good point to end it, and we are here. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Now on the other side, and we'll take our crusade east. So I'll see you soon. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, drop a like. If you didn't, drop a dislike. As always, I'll see you then.